Okay. So regarding the progress report, I was telling you, first one is general progress report. General progress report means there is no specific standard. You can write, you can summarize the work what you have done. That is the meaning of general progress work. Second one is division wise or branch wise progress report. This is more specific. Branch wise, this will make you understand in a better manner. Branch wise progress report. What do you mean by branch wise progress report? For example, you take the case of State Bank of India. It is such a huge bank. And Mumbai, they are having various regions. Okay. So central region, eastern region, Mumbai itself, divisional offices. So for example, they will ask all the branches from Chembur up to Churchgate. They will ask that branch manager to submit the progress report. That is a branch-wise report. Because one general manager cannot understand what is happening in each and every branch. So the branch manager will send the report. How much deposit they collected, what is the amount of loan that is given, how much recovery has taken place, how many employees have taken, how many leaves, are they performing well. This is the meaning of branch-wise report. For example, Hindustan Liver, such a huge company. All over India, they got their branches, their offices. So they will be collecting report branch-wise, region-wise. It depends upon the size of the company. The next one is department. Departmental progress report. Some girls and boys are passing the time. Departmental progress report. What do you mean by departmental report? For example, you take production department. Every month में production department अपना progress report अपने head को देगा. उसका उधर का general manager होगा, next in charge होगा. This month में what was our target? How much did we produce? If we have achieved the target, what is the reason? If we did not achieve the target, what is the reason? Similarly, sales department. Their reporting is very important. 1 month में what was the sales? When what has happened to the sales comparing to the last month? Remember, when you are going to work, you will not be submitting an, like unclear report. You will be submitting a very specific and clear report. Report of sale for the month of January. So December mein kitna sales tha? That will be your first slide. January mein what is the slide? What is the sale? So that we know that between December to Jan, whether sale has increased or sale has decreased. And what is the reason? Because once they get the report from Chembur area, they can compare it with Thane area. Then they can compare it with other areas. That is why they are collecting the report. So departmental wise report will be asked. Then report from foreign subsidiaries. Report from this side I am writing. Foreign subsidiaries. Foreign subsidiaries. Subsidiary matlab branches. Report from foreign subsidiary. Subsidiary matlab branches. I told State Bank of India got a branch in New York. So they should know that what is the progress of the New York branch. Har month mein, quarterly they will be asking. For example, Cadbury India. Cadbury India is a subsidiary company of Cadbury. Original Cadbury ka head office is in New York. So they will ask Cadbury India to submit a report. Suppose that Cadbury is having their office in Singapore, they will ask Singapore office to submit the report. So that is the meaning of that, subsidiary or the branch-wise report which are in the foreign countries. Okay, now we are talking another one, committee report. Saved. Okay. 1 minute because I have saved it. So the Yes, we are discussing about here we are talking about various committees which are set up in an organization. That is committee report. Company set up various committees. College set up committees. Police set up their committees. So वो specific committee अपना report submit करेगा. Suppose that in a college there is a clash which is happening between two boys group. Some boy get injured. So naturally, college will set up an inquiry committee because we do not know who is responsible. And always you remember, generally, I am talking about colleges where you are familiar. College will include even the student leaders because student का भी opinion पूछेगा and दोनों group का बुलाएगा. Always every story got two sides. So we will have to listen to both the sides while making the report. Here they have given an example. Committee on workers' unrest. ये देखो, committee report on workers' unrest. What do you mean by workers' unrest? Workers are unhappy. Unrest means unhappy. They are going for a strike. They are not coming to the work. That is the meaning of workers' unrest. Workers are unhappy. Happy होने वाला कोई strike पर जाएगा नहीं. They are unhappy, so they are going on a strike. Naturally, general manager of HR, because labor matters are dealt by HR department, human resource development department. HR department, they will appoint a committee. And in that committee, remember, there will be people from the manager's side, there will be people from employees side, there will be people from the union side. Because whenever there is a strike happen, there will be union. So union ka bhi representatives hoga. Because and they will give a time. Within 15 days, submit the report. Once the report is submitted, there will be again a meeting. Because why the committee is appointed? Why all on a sudden there is an unrest among the laborers? If this is not solved immediately, it will affect the production of the company. And baki log bhi join karega. So no organization want to see that the labor unrest is continuing. I don't know, you may not be remembering, some years before, no person will forget that incident. Maruti company name, there was a labor unrest. You know that what is making the Maruti car. One of the best companies in India, you can say, there was a labor unrest in Punjab. They wanted more money and all that stuff. Management was not ready to give the money. Quite a good time, the strike continued. One fine day, labor union got so frustrated, they just bumped into HR manager's office. And HR general manager, I am talking, very good position he is occupying. All of them bumped inside. They entered with the weapons. And they started beating him and he died on the spot. You can refer this in the Google. It was one of the worst, scenario that anybody has. The general manager got killed. What may be the reason? Months together, employees are going on strike. No decision was taken. People get frustrated. Trade union play the role. And now once this general manager got murdered, committee has been appointed. Again, why this has happened? So the management should have done it before. This gentleman's life should have been saved. So whenever you are working in a company, sometimes you will be asked, you will be the part of the committee. So you will have to go there, you will have to visit, you will have to inquire, you will have to interview, and you will have to make a report. What type of and what are the features of a good report is our next question. And remember, commerce student ke liye report writing is a must. Because tomorrow you will be working somewhere in some capacity. A leave application likhne ke liye nahi aata hai. Like that, people, you cannot make a committee report. Please remember that. There are some formats for that. Then they say that report on decline in sales. Report on decline in sales. This is very, very important. January month ka Chembur area ka sales report have been submitted by Cadbury India. Then Chembur area ka whoever is the manager, he has submitted the report. Then there will be monthly meetings and company will keep the meeting Depending upon the company ka status in the 5-star hotel or 4-star hotel, they will provide you everything. They will make you comfortable. Then the question starts. Mr. X, come and present your report. So Mr. X, who is representing Chembur, will go and submit, or he will be presenting PowerPoint presentation. In the month of January, what was the amount of sales? What was the target? Suppose that sales started, decreasing. That is the matter of main discussion on that day. In the month of December, sales was, for example, 100. In the month of January, sales has become 75. The manager has to give the reason. And you are, the simple excuses, what you are telling, it will not be accepted. They will ask that western side mein kam nahi hua, Thane side mein kam nahi hua hai, baki kidhar bhi kam nahi hua hai, aapka area mein kyun kam hua? So you should be having very specific reason to be given, because the committee will be appointed. Suppose that they are observing 2 months continuously sales are coming down, something problematic is happening. They will appoint a committee, and committee is finding that who sales in charge, who is not doing the job properly, immediately they will replace him. Please remember that. Committee will never compromise the moment the sale is coming down, because when the sale is coming down, their profit is going to be affected. So they will immediately appoint a committee. That is, so many types of committee. Now comes research report. This is very useful to the students. Research report. See, generally, who will do the research? You will have to complete your BCom. You will have to complete your MCom. I am talking about academic research. After that, you will have to write a special exam known as PET. Okay, PhD eligibility test, PET. Or you should have cleared SET or NET. These people are eligible for doing the research. And research ka sabse important thing is that there is a system. You cannot write the research report the way in which you want. Simple example, you are submitting the FC project. Somebody might have told somewhere, even now you are using that format. Wo format 10 paise ka nahi hai. Whatever format you are using, that is belonging to the research. Introduction, okay, objective, hypothesis, data collection, okay, analysis, suggestion, conclusion. This is the proper research report. आप FC project में क्यों वो करते हैं, इधर उधर देखकर लिखता है, नेट से डाउनलोड करता है, इसके लिए ये फॉर्मेट का क्या जरूरत है? Research report में you will be collecting the data. You will be writing the introduction. You will prepare a questionnaire. You will collect the data. You will analyze the data. Then you will submit the report with your suggestions. That is a proper research report. What do you mean by research? Tell me. Research ka meaning kya hai? Finding out something new. That is research. I am not doing something what others have done. I am doing something new, but which may be similar to others, but my methodology is different. So research got its own structure. And sometimes even company will ask you to do the research. For example, pharmaceutical company. आपको R&D में काम करना ही पड़ेगा, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट, नया नया प्रोडक्ट डेवलप करना, मार्केटिंग में रिसर्च करो, which are the new areas we will go into. So you will have to make a research report. Research report, ma'am, I told you methodology is very, very important. Introduction, okay, then the literature review, research methodology, data collection, analysis, suggestion, conclusion. This is the proper research report. And a person who is doing the research will be highly focused. Because, as the day goes, in your time, research is going to be compulsory part of the life. You are aware that new education policy has almost introduced. It is starting from the school. And within 5 to 10 years, Indian education will also be like the foreign education. Why many people prefer to go to Singapore or for US for higher studies? Singapore से भी ज़्यादा लोग जाता है US में MS पढ़ने के लिए. Master of science. MS का who can do MS? Only the engineers can do MS. You have done graduation, you will have to do MBA. You will not be given the title of MS. You will have to do MBA, but why so many young people are preferring US university? What is the main reason, children? US is world famous for their research. US, ma'am, absolutely nothing which you can copy from the book and write. Neither the teacher nor the student will copy from the book. Then what the student has to do? Student has to do the real research. 6 months time dega. Every month progress report. And not only that, they will be discussing the real market situation. And most of their teachers, they are all Nobel Prize winners. US ka top university ka professors are all the Nobel Prize winners. Otherwise, they will be working with Google, Microsoft, top leaders. So वो लोगों का experience से वो lecture लेगा. So you will become the best, computer programmer. Programming आपको ऐसा सिखाएगा because they are teaching you how to work in the US company. So that is why the research report is something very, US is very famous for their research. Similarly, MBA करने वाले student को 1 year का time देगा to prepare the MBA report. वो MBA report India का PhD से भी बहुत आगे है. Even similar story with Singapore, Malaysia, they are all very particular. आपका research करने का तो बराबर करना पड़ेगा. If research करने का, 2 things are very important, children. One, आप जो questionnaire बनाते हैं वो questionnaire. Please remember. हमारा nature क्या है, इधर उधर देखकर 10 पेज ऐसा ही लिखेगा, submit तो करेगा. But FC के लिए that is okay. We are not so much insisting. But you take BMS, F, I hope semester 5, they are having a project. MCOM means there is a project. Why you are asked to make the project? Because you will find something by yourself. So research report ke liye, there is a very clear system. Please remember that. Now, we are discussing characteristics of a good report. This is very important question. Offline होने पर एक question आएगा. Characteristics of a good report. ये तो BC में पढ़ा होगा. BC subject ही याद नहीं होगा. Business communication उतना तो याद है. Characteristics of a good report. All the boys and girls should study. Yes. First point is accuracy. Your report should be perfect. When the report will be perfect, first is accuracy. What do you mean by accuracy? Correctness. Correctness. What is the purpose of your research? What is your research? What is your end result? Accurate hona chahiye. I told Mr. X was killed. Police is conducting the inquiry. And the police is submitting the report. अब देखो police का report में it should be accurate. The inspecting officer, inquiry officer cannot say he might have done that, she might have done that. Might will not come. Mr. X has done because of so and so reason. Mr. X did not do because of so and so reason. Because a matter kal court mein jayega. That is why it is very essential that आप जो report लिखते हैं, research report लिखता है, it should be accurate. I told you 2 students are fighting. As usual, others are enjoying. And that fight becomes little severe. College has set up an inquiry committee. Okay, inquiry committee में college is asking, GR, General Secretary को बोलता है, आप एक report बनाओ. That report should be quite accurate. Who has started the fight? Who has beaten whom? And what is the reason? That is the meaning of your report. Report में everybody last page ही देखेगा. Your conclusion, your result. What is your result? It has to be accurate. Madam Shayad, मैं सोचा. Never use this word. Accuracy is a must. Yeah, lifelong you will be remembering when you will be working tomorrow. Second is देखो clarity. Accuracy and clarity में क्या difference है? Clarity means clear. Yeah, not even transparent. You can say you should know how to write it. Some people are very good in investigating. लेकिन language is very poor. So जो लिखता है वो clear ही नहीं है. Accuracy क्या है आपका findings? Your findings should be accurate. Clarity means आप जो लिखता है it should be crystal clear. आप भी देखो ना, you are having different type of teachers. Some teachers का explanation is very clear, very accurate. Some teachers know the subject, but they are not clear. They themselves do not know what they are talking. So the student is finding it difficult to understand. Or you are asking a person, example, I have to go to Ghatkopar. Suppose you do not know the route. You ask a person, वो आपको पागल करके छोड़ेगा. Whereas you are asking another person, he says, you take a rickshaw and get down at so and so point. Or you take bus number 379, 380 जो है and get down at so and so place. So the route is very clear. So your answer has to be very clear. Please remember, whenever you are writing a report, the clarity has to be there. Some students will write leave application. Leave application में नहीं तो एग्जाम ही नहीं लिखे गए. ऑनलाइन में बड़ा तमाशा चालू है. 10:30 तक 11 o'clock एग्जाम ही 11:30 तक आएगा ही नहीं. 11:45 भी आएगा नहीं. बाद में आकर एक number of excuses बोलेगा. So we will ask you write an application. वो application पढ़ने पर मालूम पड़ेगा वो genuine है या नहीं है. Clarity होना चाहिए. You know, for example, I'm talking about universities. Let us take Somaya se. Private university तो बहुत है. Girls, South का independent universities, Madras University, Vellore Institute of Technology, Manipal University, सब world famous है. उधर एक student को एक exam miss हो गया समझो. वो student को record and proof के साथ apply करना पड़ेगा. Proof होना चाहिए. मतलब you are saying, आप बोलते हैं ना, my grandmother, sorry, my grandmother died, my grandfather died. Okay, कितना बार वो लोग मरेगा. Okay, so what is very important is there should be a death certificate if it is genuine case. Or I was sick, then naturally sick होने वाला person तो doctor के पास जाएगा. आपका doctor का certificate चाहिए, वो भी नहीं. दूसरे भी clever लोग हैं, they are engineers, they are much clever. You are innocent that manner. They will say मेरा घर में internet का connection गया. They will ask you give the screenshot. आपका IP में वो time light नहीं था. You will have to submit the proof. Then only then their system. Then we are saying that no, server issue था. Show me the IP का address भेजो. So what we are telling is children, as you begin to go into a different, higher level, you will see that clarity is a must. कुछ भी answer लिखो मत. 4 line लिखो, but it should be clear. That is very important. Next is, this is another point. I'll change the color. Concise. English में concise का meaning है brief and correct. That is concise. Brief, chota but correct. Concise answer. Brief and correct answer. That is the meaning of concise. The report must be written briefly. I told you 10 page ligo mat. Good report means 1 page is sufficient. Depend upon the situation. Because you are appointed to find out why the fight has happened between the 2 groups. 4 page लिखता है, कौन पढ़ेगा बोलो? It should be concise. According to me, following are the fact. 1, 2, 3, 4. चलेगा. So concise का meaning है children, it should be very brief to the point. आप भी देखो, there are many students. आप खुद पागल हो जाएगा. कोई भी आंसर पूछने पर, मतलब क्वेश्चन पूछने पर आंसर छोड़कर बाकी सब कुछ दुनिया का बोलेगा. Be concise, be precise. Answer is either yes or no or to the point. That is why you are failing in many subjects, because your answers are not precise. And MCQ है, फिर कैसा precise नहीं होता है? MCQ में choice करने के लिए तो you have to attend the lecture or you have to listen to that YouTube video. कुछ तो कुछ करना पड़ेगा. So whenever you are talking or writing, when you will be working, please see that your points are very, very concise. एक इधर से चालू होगा कॉलेज से. I told you हमारा कॉलेज में एप्लीकेशन आता है. 100 एप्लीकेशन में 99 एप्लीकेशन में प्रिंसिपल का स्पेलिंग रॉन्ग है. प्रिंसिपल स्पेलिंग रॉन्ग ही होगा, वो दूसरा प्रिंसिपल वो डालेगा. I told you उधर से ही आपका लेटर रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा. Don't write page and page and page. 4 line, but it should be very, very concise. That's the meaning of that. Next is what? Objectivity. This is rather, be very careful. Objectivity. Objectivity का English meaning है unbiased. Unbiased. Objectivity. I will tell you the meaning. First you take down. Objectivity means you should write only fact and figure. लिखो किधर भी. That is objectivity. Write only fact and figure. Write only fact and figure. आपका रिपोर्ट में फैक्ट्स भी होना चाहिए, फिगर भी होना चाहिए. आप you are giving a figure. For example, Indian population is 135 crore. एक किधर से मिला ये 135 crore? आपको नीचे लिखना पड़ेगा source. Figure लिखने का time you have to write the source. Have you taken the data from the population census? Have you taken from the government website? From where did you get it? Madam, we read in the newspaper. कौन सा दिन का न्यूज़पेपर है, कौन सा पेज का है? Newspaper dated so and so, page number so and so. That is the meaning of the term objectivity. Your figures and the fact should be very clear. It should not be biased. What is the meaning? I am very sorry to state. I support a particular community. So मेरा report ऐसा बनाएगा, वो community का support में ही मैं report बनाएगा. दूसरा community को I don't like only. इसलिए मैं ऐसा report बनाएगा, वो committee responsible है. I am very sorry to state, whatever is happening in UP now, naturally nobody likes it, because UP is going to face the election. You know that. February, second week के बाद UP is that girls, you will be going out of the class very soon. You can sit in the library, absolutely no problem. Class में बैठने के लिए we are not compelling you. So UP election में आप देखो, if you are listening to TV or if you are checking the YouTube, UP election में सबसे challenging fact क्या होता है? They are using the religion. देखो, they are using the religion and fighting. So there is absolutely no fact and figure. Indian constitution says that all are secular. India is a secular country. Why are you taking these Hindus on one side and Muslims on the other side and you are enjoying because you want the seat? So there is no fact and figure. That's why we are telling you a report means it should be having the fact and figure. I should not support a particular person because he or she is belonging to my religion. So the report has to be very, very unbiased. Principal ने एक report बनाने के लिए बोला, ये student तो मेरा favorite है, मैं इसका support में report लिखेगा. That's not fair. What is the fact? What is the figure? You will have to write. He will stop it. I will have to take your attendance.